am the Leviathan. This starts with a violent.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Hawk. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about COD Advanced Warfare. We're going to be talking a little bit about suitabilities and all the perks that have been confirmed so far in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So just sit tight. You know, this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, and we're going to run through all these, all the details and information that we've been introduced to so far from the multiplayer trailer, multiplayer reveal, and Gamescom this past week. So first of all, we all know that we're going to be having different features introduced to the EXO suit. It will be in multiplayer, we will be able to customize it, and we will be able to choose from 7 distinct abilities. So far, the first 5 have been confirmed. I know exactly what the first 5 will be, but after that, the last 2, I'm not 100% sure. Well, actually, there's only 1 out of those 7 that I'm not 100% sure about. But let's run through them very quickly. So first of all, we're going to have the EXO shield. So a quick deployable shield which will be attached to your arm, and you can use it to deflect bullets and projectiles. Second, you'll have the EXO overclock, which increases foot speed. Not too sure why you're going to have abilities, you're going to be able to double jump and all that stuff. We'll talk about that very briefly after this run through, but maybe increased foot speed will help out in getting away from enemies. The third, we have the EXO stim. So temporarily generates health beyond normal levels. So this could be a really good counter to snipers getting one-shotted, but I'm not too sure what the level cap, it hasn't been stated as to what the level cap will be. Maybe does it give you 115 health, 115, 120, 125, 150? That's not been stated, so we don't know, and it will be limited. So that's not really stated. We're not too sure what that variable will be. We have the EXO cloak. Visually conceal yourself for a short period of time. Invisibility. As soon as you shoot your gun, you will be, you will appear on the map if you don't have a suppressor, and you will be visible the second that you do shoot your gun. So keep that in mind. The EXO cloak, you'll have EXO hover, the ability to hover in the air for a little bit longer while doing your double jumps and your aerial attacks and all that kind of stuff. And the one that I'm not too sure about is EXO ping. Now, is it going to be ping similar to the ping in COD Ghost to let you know where the enemies are nearby, or if it will be something way vastly different from that? So that's not, I can't clarify that 100%. The last EXO ability is the EXO trophy system, where it'll actually survive or deflect 2 enemy projectiles, and after that you're pretty much good. But anyways, it'll help against those people that are just chucking nades everywhere, but I'm not too sure if this will be carrying over to competitive, because then you could just see people you're basically a walk-in trophy system. You don't gotta throw anything down, you just gotta have that active on your suit, and 2 grenades and you're good to go. So that's something that we have to wait and see how it plays out. Now, getting into the perks. Now, there's something, they've done a change up from what has been seen in Call of Duty Ghost. We had 35 perks. In COD Advanced Warfare, we'll be returning to 15 perks. Now, I'm going to have to say 15 with an asterisk, because there actually was 16 that I saw. But that could also mean that there's going to be more than 15 perks. So there could be maybe 15, 20-ish perks. 15 to 20. So that's something I can't say 100% sure and for certain. And I don't want to really confirm if there's going to be a game-ending streak and all that stuff until we see what is in the game and I get my hands on the game and stuff like that. So in the first tier of perks, we do have lightweight. So increased movement speed, we have low profile, invisible to UAVs, and tracking systems. Danger close, increased explosive and score streak damage. So that's something that, oh my goodness, I don't know what they're thinking. I gotta let it aside for that one. And overcharged extends your exosuit ability, battery life, and shield your ability for the impact of your boost slam. So I think it's a little bit of a larger radius, so you'll be able to one-shot people doing the boost slam. I don't know if that's balanced, but we'll see how that works out. And in the first tier, there is also flak jacket. The tier 2 perks, we have peripheral, increases minimap coverage, and you can take out enemies without, the death skull appearing. So that's similar to takedown from Call of Duty Ghosts. We have blind eye, undetectable by tracking systems, tracking drones, explosive drones, and all other score streaks except the UAV. So the UAV one is actually in another tier, as we mentioned. We do have cold-blooded, so invisible and immune to thermal targeting systems, threat grenades, the same thing that you won't be able to be seen through the tracker sites. There is an actual thermal red tracker that I saw in the multiplayer trailer, so we have to, oh my gosh, there is some trolley stuff, but we'll see how that shakes down. And fast hands is also in that tier as well. So we have, oh, I forgot to mention, there is gung ho, so you'll be able to fire while sprinting and sliding. That's the new perk to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare that we haven't seen in any of the other games. Now, where I'm saying that there's actually 16 perks that I saw is because I saw dexterity in the tier 2 perks, but it was only in certain classes, and it showed a little pistol next to it. So I know that it will be having the same effect as Black Ops 2, you'll be able to aim faster after running, but it didn't show up on every class. So dexterity, we're going to have to put a little asterisk next to it and say that it is in the tier 2 perks. Now tier 3, we're going to be having Scavenger. So Scavenger, start off with more mags and resupply bullet ammo from dead enemies. So it doesn't replenish your explosives or any of your grenades. Just imagine how bad it would be in this game if people were like throwing 60, sensor, tracker, explosive grenades all over the place. That would be really, really hectic. We do have toughness, reduce flinch, one shot, blast suppressor. You don't show up on the map when using your EXO abilities. Now I don't know how this is going to interact with the cloak. So this could actually be game breaking right here. You don't show on the map when using the cloak, so that kind of may counter what I'm saying. But if you're cloaked and you do shoot, you will show up on the map. Like people will be able to see you, but you might not show up on the map depending on if you're using a suppressor or not. So as I mentioned, we have blast suppressor, hardline, scavenger. We have hardwired, making return, and I think that's the 5 perks in that class. Scavenger, hardline, hardwired, blast suppressor, and toughness. Yeah, that's all the perks in that tier. Yeah, so we will be returning to the pick 13 class setup, or pick 10, but with 3 more, and that gives us a little bit more flexibility with our score streaks. We do get to customize our score streaks as well. And one thing, I'm kind of on this and all the movement. People have been saying this is like they've been stealing different ideas from different games. Now in Crysis, I played Crysis 3 online, and I saw how people played in terms of, people were playing jerky. There was a crossbow in Crysis 3 where you could be invisible, you could hide in a tree in the corner of the map and just snipe people, just straight snipe them, but you would show up on the map. In Crysis 3, you only had 2 abilities for your suit. Now you had advanced armor and an advanced cloaking. Only 2 abilities. In COD Advanced Warfare, you're gonna have 7 different abilities. So even though they are, they're doing it better than Crysis has, Call of Duty has a much bigger fan base than Crysis has, and they are incorporating. People are saying, "Oh, we copied Titanfall." This game's been in development for a lot longer than Titanfall has, so people need to calm down about that, all that stuff. The COD community is bipolar. I mean, like in terms of we'll hate on different things, we'll still play it. We'll hate on something, we'll say that we love it, and then people just abuse it, and then we completely hate it again. So it's all in how the community is receptive, all in how people. I mean, if one big YouTuber goes out there and tells people this class setup, everyone's gonna be using it. Everyone's gonna be, abusing it to the fullest. If one pro player goes out there and says this is the best gun, we're gonna be seeing everybody just try to go and do the same thing. Now, if the increased abilities, we're gonna be able to, speed boost jump, dodge, dash, being able to manipulate your character in air, doing all these different slides, and in the one-shot slam, which can actually give you the death from above medal, which shows up. Should mention that the medals are similar to Black Ops 2. You do see the bloodthirsty medal, like 5 kills, whatever, 10, 15, 20, and that kind of shows that they've taken a lot of different, spices and little salty thing. Wow, I'm comparing this to food now. What am I doing? All the different aspects from different games. but mostly they've been taking it from Black Ops 2. So we'll see how all of this plays out. We'll see how people abuse or use these perks. We don't have as much variation as we did in Call of Duty Ghosts, but there is a lot of options there. There's a lot of customization. You do get to customize and choose the way you want to play, and that's the emphasis that has been exuded here. That's the vibe that I'm getting. You can play however you want to play. I'm just hoping that the community, really doesn't use certain aspects of the game. But we all know that's gonna happen anyways. But thank you guys for watching the video. Talk to you guys later. Peace.